All right, Toronto, we are back. And it's time for us to head into the year two offseason with your Toronto Blue Jays after the New York Yankees beat out the Chicago Cubs in 7 games in the World Series to take the year two championship. Now, our GM goals, he wanted us to finish above 500 for the yearly goal. We finished that. Our contract goal is still to reach the postseason. We have one more year to get it done. So next season, got to try to obviously finish above 500, but reach that postseason. We just missed out on it this year. We just missed out on the wild card game. We are in a very tough division. But I have high hopes for this team because it's a young team. We've decided which players we want to bring back, and all these guys should be getting better for year number 3. So let's head into the offseason. Advanced day, hang on a second. Just want to make sure I'm not screwing anything up. The offseason is about to begin. You'll have 5 days to negotiate contracts, qualifying offers, view retired players. All right, so there are all the retired players at the top. I wish they showed it based on like overall or based on statistics at the top. I might be missing out on someone there. Yeah, I'll exit the retirement screen. Yeah, and so no one's going into the Hall of Fame. And here we are, exclusive free agent negotiations. All right, so our staff is still signed for another 3 years after this. We signed these guys in the last offseason. We have everyone at an attribute of A. So we just need to get these exclusive free agents. Now, how many exclusive free agents do we have? Ken Giles, we know we want to bring back. Ryu, I don't know if I want to bring him back. He had a good season for us, but at 34 years of age, we might be able to find someone better in free agency. Stroman, we want to bring back. Dallas Keuchel, same thing as Ryu. Depends on how much they want. Justin Bour at first base. I really don't think I'm going to be bringing these guys back. Juan Ligueres. I mean, man, we went for a playoff push this year. Nelson Cruz, he's not going to be good enough by the end of next season to be effective. Chris Archer, I definitely want to bring back. And Logan Forsythe. All right, and Zach McAllister. All right, so let's get the guys that we know we want to bring back. What kind of deals do we have right now going on our roster? I'm pretty sure. Do we have anyone on a contract? Hang on, sort by this. All right, so we have Maury Mando. All right, so yeah. No, he's on our team for another 3 more years, but his salary $507K. So there's really no big time contracts that we have on this team. Everyone was on a 1-year deal so that we can help out with the morale. So I basically have a clean slate here to start building up our roster. So let's do this. Let's do this. I might do some micromanaging, but for the major decisions, I want you guys to be able to see it. So Ken Giles is 30 years of age. Let's see what kind of offer this guy wants. So I can make an offer. He wants 8.7 per year for 5 years. 30 years of age. I wouldn't mind taking you up for 3 years. Might trade him in the last year or just let him go to free agency, but you can use him for the next 2 years for sure, and then we decide what to do with him in that 3rd year. I don't want to get stuck with a bad contract. All right, so 3 years as a closer. Now, we also want his morale to be way up there. So less years, but I'm going to give this guy some money. The reason is, how good is he overall? He's 90 overall. I mean, if we get him playing he's 88 overall. He's happy right now. He wants to get paid. So he was happy even not getting paid that much. Coaching is fine. He doesn't care that he's playing in Canada. He wants to be on a good team and he wants to be healthy. So if I give him, I don't need to give him this much, I don't think. But if I just give him like 9.5 mil, you know what? I'm going to do it. 10 mil. Yeah, this guy is someone that we're going to need to use. I need his morale way up there. So 3 years, 10 mil per season for a closer. If he becomes too expensive, we can always trade him away. Ken Giles. Next up, Marcus Stroman. All right, so make an offer. What does he want? He wants $15 million per year, 5-year deal. He's 29, so 5 years would take him up to 34. I don't mind giving you a 4-year deal, all right? We can decide with him the same thing, Ken Giles, but 4 years will take him up to 33 years of age. Is he going to be our ace? Do I want to give him the ace? He'd be happy with the ace. Is Marcus Stroman going to be the ace on this team? Do we have another pitcher? What was his name? Julio Lozano. Is he going to be an ace anytime soon? 76 overall. I mean, I got Ryan Baruki as my ace. He's 86. Stroman down there at 83. No, I don't think I want to give Stroman the ace. Even though he wants it, if I give it to him, then if I don't put him in the number 1 spot, his morale will go down and his overall will go down. We don't need that happening. So Marcus Stroman, I'm going to make an offer. 4 years as a rotation player. 15 million. My God, man, this guy wants to get paid. 17 million. I mean, he's legit. This is why we wanted to hold on to these guys. Good news is that we have the rest of the team nice and cheap. So there's going to come a time where we have to trade away Stroman just to make room for our younger players. But 4 years at 17 million, get the best out of him for the next 2 years alongside of Ken Giles, and then go from there after that. So 17 million for 4 years for Marcus Stroman. Make sure his interest is nice and high. There you go. Dallas Keuchel and Ryu. I'm going to wait on these guys. Let me see what my pitching situation looks like right now. So I got Baruki, I got Stroman, I got Chris Archer, I got Hudson and Lozano coming up. Yeah, I don't really need Ryu and Keuchel right now. I need to save that money for Vladdy and Bo Bichette and all those other guys. So we're not going to try to sign Ryu. We're not going to try to sign Dallas Keuchel. Justin Bour is a first baseman. I may want to bring him back because we're losing Nelson Cruz. Josh Bell is our legit first baseman. Ray Fisher was a guy that we just drafted who looks to be a great designated hitter, so I might even want to just bring him up to the majors. We're still working on Wyatt Locke. Who could be our designated hitter? Wasn't it like Omar Narvaez that we were turning into a DH this year? Yeah, it was Omar Narvaez we're turning into a DH, and then we're going. So we're going to need a catcher, it looks like. Vladdy, Tetsuda Yamada, Bo Bichette, Tyler O'Neill, Andrew Sadler could actually make the roster this year. Malik Smith, Juan Ligueras, no. Sej Yubiashi, and Nelson Cruz. So I don't know if I have a DH right now, but I don't think I need Justin Bour. He'd be a good guy to bring back, but to go after a DH right now when we have to sign all these other guys, I don't think that's a good call. He could still be available in free agency once I have my team signed, but as of right now, how much does he want? He wants like 8 mil, 5 mil, only 5 mil. Let's see his stats. What did he do last season? Hit 267 with an on-base of 376. The only thing is he can only play first base, and that is Josh Bell's spot. So he's either first base or he's DH, and he's a lefty DH who hits better against righties. Now, Omar Narvaez, he would be my other DH. Let's see. Is he a bats left? So he's the same thing. So they're the same kind of batter. Bour's got a little bit more power, but no, I don't need Justin Bour back. I can find another guy like that, or I can trade for him. All right, we have plenty of young players. So exclusive free agent negotiations, we're just going to go Ken Giles. We're just going to go Stroman. Justin Bour, we're going to drop. Juan Ligueras, I'd like to bring him back as a defensive outfielder, but I think I can get a better player for that. Yeah, $3.8 million. I could bring up a young player. Don't need that right now. Logan Forsythe, we got him last season as a defensive utility player. We could let him go to free agency. Chris Archer, I want to bring back. I think at 32 years of age with beat potential, if he has a good season, he can still bounce back. And other than the hits over 9 innings, the numbers are actually decent. So I'm going to bring Chris Archer back. So he wants 6 mil. 32, I'm going to give you a 2-year deal, all right? So we know we're not going to go past 34 years of age. We can use him for 1 year and then maybe have him as a trade. So rotation, 2 years. He wants a lot. Yeah, we're going to give him 7.5 mil. All right, there you go, Chris Archer. Boom. So with what's his name? Baruki, Stroman, and Archer. There are 3 guys. We just got to find 2 others, but we have a bunch of guys coming up in the minors. And Zach McAllister, Nelson Cruz, Logan Forsythe, Juan Ligueras, Justin Bour, Dallas Keuchel, and Hyjin Ryu are not going to receive any offers from us. Okay, so that's that. Let's advance a few days. So it's the 29th right now. We have until the 3rd to get these guys signed. So let's just go one day at a time. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if they did end up signing with us. Stroman's still deciding. His interest level is sky high, so he's just taking his time. He's doing his due diligence. But we did get what's his name? Ken Giles signed. There you go. 90 overall, $10 million per season. What's his morale at? Yeah, he's very happy that he's getting paid that much. So by the time next season starts, coaching doesn't matter. Canada doesn't matter. We just got to get the team performance up there to blue. And this guy might be in the ecstatic category, playing like a 91, 92 overall closing pitcher. So that's big time for us. We just need to get Marcus Stroman signed as well. So 1, 2. Today is the last day. If Stroman doesn't sign, I'll have to tender a qualifying offer for him. So would you like to stop simulating? Yes, I would. Did Stroman sign? Let's see. Stroman is on the team. All right. So Ryu, Keuchel, Bour, all these other guys, they are going to go to free agency. And when it comes to the Toronto Blue Jays roster now, salary sort, we have given out some money. All right, so Marcus Stroman, 17 mil for 4 years, Ken Giles, 10 mil for 3 years, and Chris Archer, 7.5 mil for another 2 years. Okay. Now, when I take a look at my budget, how much cash flow do we have? We have $3.66 million. So we definitely have some flexibility right here. Well, we got to decide whether or not we want to go long term with Vladdy and Bo, or just go short term. Because if we go long term, it's going to hurt our ability to get more free agents now. But if we go short term, we're going to have to pay these guys like $30 million in like 2, 3, 4 seasons, which is going to be rough. So exclusive free agent negotiations. Oh no, these are my guys still. I still have to advance a day. All right, so let's advance. Boom. All right. So here we are. I have to select my 40-man roster. I have to do salary arbitration, and I have to tender contracts. So let's go through this nice and slow. Free agency, looks like there are some good players when it comes to starting pitchers. Corey Kluber, 95. Robbie Ray, Aaron Sanchez, Garrett Richards. All right. Relief pitchers, Dylan Betances, looks like he's the best. Closing pitchers, David Robertson, Wade Davis, so some good pitchers out there. Catchers, Maldonado at 79 overall. First baseman, Justin Bour. So Justin Bour is actually the best first baseman available. Second baseman, Brian Dozier, Jonathan Villar. Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Not going to need a third baseman. Shortstop, Didi Gregorius. Left fielders, Yoenis Cespedes and Jock Peterson. Center fielders, Jackie Bradley Jr. and right fielders, that's the big one, Mookie Betts, 97 overall at 28 years of age. You'd have to give up a first rounder for him, but I think he is worth it with stats like that. And at 28 years of age, you got him for like 6-7 years easily. So pretty good free agency class. But with our team, we're building from within. So let me take a look at tender contracts. I got a crap ton of contracts to go through. I also have salary arbitration I got to go through. How many are, that's not that many. All right, so first, let me do some, I think I might do some power of video editing right here. This is the boring part. What I want to do is I want to go through every single position and sign the guys to cheap contracts, just so we have those guys signed. So like this guy, Clausen, 1 year, $80K. You guys have seen me do this in the past. I'm gonna do it for every position, but I don't need to bore you guys. Don't worry, I won't skip signing these big time players to big time contracts. But let me just get the boring stuff done. Power of video editing. All right, so I got all the basic contracts out of the way. Here are all the offers: Julio Lozano, Andrew Sadler, Nate Pearson, all these guys at less than 100K. We need these contracts. We need these guys playing for cheap because we're about to shell out millions of dollars. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to figure out this team's future with a handful of players. So Josh Bell being one of them, 28 years of age. He had a fantastic season. His potential went up. His overall went up. He's a switch hitter. He hit over 300, on-base percentage over 400, 37 RBIs. This guy's a stud. 28 years of age. I'd love to go long-term for him. Hang on a second, player card. But he does have arbitration for another year. So I could take him nice and cheap for 2 more years, try to use him, and then just let him go to free agency, qualify offer, let him go to free agency and get an extra draft pick. Because by the time he's 30, you try to win for the next 2 years, obviously, but by the time he's 30, you're going to have to be paying Bo Bichette. You're going to have to be paying Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's going to be tough to be paying this guy as well, three $30 million players. So I can go another 2 years of arbitration for Josh Bell, or I could pay him. He wants to get paid. If I go 2 years, he only wants 4.4 per year. If I go up to 5 years, he wants 8.2. And then if we go up from there, man, he's actually not looking for that much. That's actually doable. He only wants like 10.8 million. So I could go long term with Josh Bell if I need to. Malik Smith. How many more years of arbitration? We have 2 more years of arbitration for Malik Smith as well. Malix wants a little bit more, 12 mil, okay. Tuivela, all these guys, again, contract, 2 more years of arbitration. Joe Jimenez, Libator, but it's really just these 2 guys, Malik Smith and Josh Bell. There are 2 veterans, so around 25 mil to get those guys both signed. But if we wanted to go to our contracts, our big guns, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, these guys, Tyler O'Neill as well, but I really want to get these 2 guys locked up. So if I wanted to try to sign Vladimir, see, you can go the next 2 years and just try to stack your team. All right, but after that, once it becomes after arbitration, he wants, look at this, you go up to like 15 years, he wants $23.3 million. Now, if we go further into his career before signing him, he's going to want like 30 million per season after arbitration. So arbitration will last for another 5 years. It'll take him up to 27. By the time he's 27, we won't be able to pay him anymore unless like he's the only guy on our team. So you got to find a nice little mix right here where we get the best years. I mean, he's 22, so you can get like 10 years and you can pay him 19 million, or you can go like 8 years up to 30 at 16 mil, or you can just try to win it right now. So I don't know exactly what I want to do right here with Vladimir. So let's just say I want to go 10 years. He wants 19.2. All right, Bo Bichette, make offer. 10 years, he wants 15.9. So they're both in the same category. Man. Front loaded. No, I don't want to do anything like that. Man, I don't know what I want to do here. I definitely want to get Josh Bell and Malik Smith signed, and if I can get them all signed long term. So let me just go back to, we got to get a plan going here. We have to get a plan. Roster, all right? So we have Ken Giles signed for another 3 years. Let me just sort by this. We have Marcus Stroman for another 4 years. Ken Giles for another 3 years. Chris Archer for another 2. Leiter, I'm going to have to trade these guys, Leiter and Mormonando. I don't need these 507K contracts. What are these guys? Leiter, he's 30. Oh, yeah, I can definitely trade these two guys. All right, so I'll be getting them off the roster. I'd say a 4-year run with those veterans. Like Bell and Malik Smith, you go 4 years just like Marcus Stroman. After 2, you definitely hold on to them for 2 years. If you want to hold on to them for 3 years along with Ken Giles, then you go on a 3-year run. And then in that 4th year, you essentially move on from guys like Josh Bell, Malik Smith, and Marcus Stroman to try to get something back for them. And then the future is all about Vladdy and Bo Bichette. Yeah, so you know what? It's 4 years, and then it's big boy contracts for Bo and Vladdy. So that's what we're going to do. 4 years, the same as Marcus Stroman. All right, so we got a 4-year window to try to win a world championship here with the Toronto Blue Jays with this roster. And then after that, we're going to have to reorganize. So tender contracts, let's see, Vladdy. If I want to go 4 years, that will give me, that's good. If I go 4 years, it'll still give me 1 year of arbitration. So with that 1 extra year of arbitration, I might be able to save some money. And in 4 years, it'll be 26. So you can maybe sign into a 7-year deal or an 8-year deal, hopefully less than 30 million. It'll probably be around 20, 25. All right, so it's going to be up there. But in the meantime, we can save a lot of money with Vladimir Guerrero. So you're going to be an everyday player. Actually, you're going to be a star player. Yeah, you're going to be playing like the number 3 or number 4 spot. So you're going to be a star player. Salary. All right, so let's move that salary up there. He wants $6.1 million per season. That is very doable. It'll allow us to attract some big-time free agents. And if I got him for 4 years, I want to make sure that he's not angry in the second half of those 4 years. So $7 million per season for the next 4 years. For Vladdy, yeah, that works for me. All right, so 4 years at $7 million per season. Bo Bichette, I think, is going to be our leadoff man. You guys were saying that speed is overrated. This guy's disciplined, and his batting stats are only going to go up there. So I think we have our new leadoff man, Bo Bichette, or our number 2 guy. It's either going to be him or Malik Smith as the leadoff. I want to make sure. Let's see what Malik Smith looked like when it came to stats as a leadoff man. Yeah, you know what? Malik Smith is probably a better leadoff. I know the speed doesn't really matter, but the contact is there, and the discipline is there. The bunt is there. So Malik's is the leadoff. Josh Bell is the number 3. Vladdy is the number 4. And Bo Bichette is the number 2. That's what we're going to be doing this year. So if I go back to tender contracts, Bo Bichette, I am not going to give you the star option. You're just going to be every day. 4 years, and he wants 5.2, so I'll go up to 6 mil. So Vladdy's making 7 per year. Bo is making 6 per year. All right, and that's going to make him nice and happy. So for year number 1, we're going to be a real, well, for year number 3, next year, we're going to be a real good team with the morale situation. So 4 years, 24, $6 million per year, everyday player. There you go, Bo Bichette. All right, now let's jump back to salary arbitration and try to get Josh Bell and Malik Smith both signed for 4 years. All right, so yeah, we're going past your arbitration date. I could save some money, but because we're saving money with Vladdy and Bo, we can put that money into Josh Bell and what's his name, Malik Smith. So 4 years, you're going to be a star player for us, and I want to make sure you're getting money. So $9 million per season for Josh Bell. All right, there you go. Malik Smith, the exact same thing. 4 years. You're going to be a star player for us, though. He wants 9.9 mil. So yeah, Malik wants to get paid. All right, Gold Glover out there in the outfielders or in the outfield. So 44 million over 4 years, $11 million per season as a star player. There you go, Malik Smith. All right, I got to get all these other guys signed, but I might just go through arbitration for those guys. And when I go back to tender contracts, all right, so we might as well just get everyone else signed. Everyone else shouldn't be that hard, but Ryan Baruki, we're going to do the same thing, 4 years from him. I go 2 years on a renewable contract, though, for Ryan Baruki. Save a lot of money. Try to get those. Yeah, you know what? Well, 4 years. I can continue. You know what? 4 years. He's only looking for 2 mil. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then it still gives me 1 year of arbitration for Ryan Baruki. So we're going to go 4 years for Ryan Baruki rotation. We're going to give him $3 million per season just so he doesn't flip out. All right. I want to make sure that these guys are very happy playing here. 4 years for Ryan Baruki. Tyler O'Neill, Captain Canada. Let's go 4 years. That's going to take him right up to free agency. So we have Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill falls into the same category as a Malik Smith or what's his name? Josh Bell. We have him for 4 years. He'll be 29, and more than likely we'll have to drop him. I love his stats. I love how he's a fielder, and I think his batting numbers are going to get better. So to sign him long term, but he also could be a guy who drops off. So let's not commit too much. Let's just go on the 4-year plan here with Tyler O'Neill. Everyday player, 4 years. He wants 5.3. I'll give you 6. Okay. There you go for Tyler O'Neill. Boom. Next up, Bo Bichette, we already got him. Sej Ubiyashi in right field. I definitely want to bring back Sej. He's a good fielder, good speed. His discipline ain't the greatest, but he's got some power. And I like his fielding stats. We can always make a trade if he's not working out for us. But for a guy like Sej, we are not going to sign him to a 4-year deal because I do feel myself perhaps moving on from him. So we're just going to go 1 year renewable contracts. All right, 1 year, you're going to get $1 million per season. Yeah, everyday player, 1 year. There you go. So this will allow us to have some money for some pitching in free agency. Framber Valdez, our relief pitcher. How old is this guy? 27 years of age. His walks over 9s ain't the greatest, so let's not commit too much money to this guy. Let's go 1 year, just see what he can do. We'll go 1 year at $1 million. Depth? No, he's in the bullpen. He's in the bullpen. All right, there you go. Next up, Tetsudo Yamada as a second baseman. I think we might move on from Tetsudo Yamada. 28 years of age. We already have the one guy who is more of a fielder and a speedster and doesn't have the great batting stats or the on-base percentage. Tetsudo Yamada doesn't have great batting stats. I mean, it's a good base for if he's growing, but he's got C potential, which is lower than his overall, and his age is 28. I think we could find a better second baseman than this guy in free agency. So I'm going to let Tetsudo Yamada walk. So let me just go back to here. All right, second baseman, Tetsudo Yamada, thank you very much for your service. He doesn't have a contract, right? No, he does not. So I'm going to, where is he? Release player. There you go. Release Tetsudo Yamada, just so it's easier for me to follow here. All right. So tender contracts. So Ubiyashi, Tetsudo Yamada, but it won't let me click on him now. Julio Lozano. We want to get this guy signed. I already got this guy signed. So, yeah, these guys, I think I got all the main players signed now. We just got to wait. So let's wait a few days to see who gets signed, and we'll see who's left. Salary arbitration. We got Bell. We got Malik Smith. Sam Tuivela we want back, so let's get him a deal. If I give him 4 years, he wants $3 million. I definitely want this guy in the bullpen for the next 4 years, so we're going to pay him 3.2. You're going to get $3.5 million for the next 4 years in the bullpen there, Sam. All right, very good. Joe Jimenez, the exact same thing. We know we want this guy back for the next 4 years, so I'm not going to worry about arbitration. I want him on the team. This guy wants, okay, so I'll go $4 million. We have some money that we can spend on these guys because we saved it. This was the plan. No, I don't need to bring back. He's got some good stats, but at 38 years of age, those stats could drop off in a big way. I mean, -7 for Ks over 9s. Another -7 brings him down to 63. We don't need that happening. Omar Narvaez, I want to get this guy signed for 4 years. Absolute stud of a designated hitter for us, and he can also play catcher until Jansen is ready to go. So 4 years as a everyday player. Yeah, you're going to be an everyday player, my man. All right, so 4 years. And how much do you want? 4.8. I will give you 5 mil. There you go. Very good for Omar Narvaez. Adam Liberatore, we don't need him. Luke Maley. Do we want to bring back Luke Maley as a defensive catcher for us? I mean, that fielding is great. How much does he want? Is he still on arbitration? He wants 1.6 mil. Yeah, I'll give him that. I need a catcher like that just in case. All right, because I don't think Jansen is ready to go, and I also think that our other catcher is going to be a legit DH this year. So I need a guy like this, and then Jansen can also just be the backup catcher. So 1 year, platoon. No, you're going to be depth. Platoon. No, you're going to be depth. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, you're going to be depth. 2 million 1 year. All right, there you go, Luke Maley. I'm going to need a catcher. Chad Cooley. Definitely want to bring this guy back. He's got some good stats. B potential, 28 years of age. He'll definitely have some trade value to him. I could just have him as a long relief. Arbitration, 3 years. I'll go 1 year with this guy just in case he doesn't pan out. I don't want to get stuck with the contract. So depth, 1 year, $3 million for Chad Cooley. And there you go. All right, so that's all the salary arbitration taken care of. That was all the big-time contracts in tender. Free agency, I'm not going to target any free agents until I know who we have signed. And, yeah, that's good. So we just need to go to the calendar and go 1 day at a time here. The next day is, oh, you know what? I also have to select the 40-man roster. So Sean Reed Foley could get taken from us and Leiter Jr., but I wanted to trade those guys. So hang on a second. Trade talks. I did want to get rid of Leiter. Was he a relief pitcher or was he a starting pitcher? Leiter and another guy with like $500K for salary. We don't need that. Leiter. Is there anyone else? There was another guy I saw. Was he a relief? Hang on. There it is, 500. Yeah, I don't need Sean Morimando. Even though he's got B potential, 28 years of age, that's 507. I mean, that's $1 million between the two. We don't need that. So suggest trade all. I just need a rookie back. I just need someone that's cheap. No. I need someone that's cheap. Red Sox, Yankees. No, I don't need all that. You, 70K, Sandy Gaston, starting pitcher, 20 years of age, B potential, 69 overall. Offer trades. All right, sounds like a good deal to us. All right, so I didn't really even care about how good that guy was. 20, was this him? Joel Matteo? There you go. All right, but he's got a 1 year, 60K deal, and that will save us like close to $1 million. Or was this guy, Sandy Gaston? There you go. All right, so that's that taken care of. Let's advance a few days. What is this now? Looks like the Rays have finally agreed to our deal. All right, so we got that. Let's go back to calendar, and let's advance a few days here. All right, so 1, 2, and I'll go 3. Atlanta has claimed Joshua Palacios off waivers. Yeah, those were guys that I were dropping. All right, so let's see what we have. Salary arbitration. Josh Bell has not signed just yet, but his interest is full. Sam Tuivasa has not signed. Joe Jimenez is not signed. I'm not signing Adam Liberatore, and I'm not signing So let me just get rid of these guys, both relief pitchers, just so I know, I can tell. I'm going to release you. There you go. And Adam Liberatore, I'm going to release you. There you go. So those guys are both gone, so they won't pop up on the arbitration screen anymore. Or they will until they get picked up by another team. And tender contracts. Vladdy is still waiting. Ryan Baruchi is still waiting. Joe Lozano is still waiting. But don't worry, we have these guys. Signed, or we have the rights to them. And I'm going to be offering these other guys contracts eventually. I just want to know how much money we have left after these guys sign. So let's go a few more days. We're not going to be using free agency. Mookie Betts goes to the Washington Nationals on an 8-year, $153 million deal. Only signing for $19.22 million per year. They might have changed something in this game. I thought he would have gotten $30 million for sure. Advance. All right, let's go one more day. All right, so let's see where we stand here. Salary arbitration. Tuivasa still waiting. Joe Jimenez still waiting. And Liberatore, they're still there, but they have signed. So we got Josh Bell on the team. And tender contracts, good. So we got Bo Bichette and we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Everyone is signed on the team, ladies and gents. All right, so when I look at the salary sort, Marcus Stroman is making the most money, $17 million. We knew we had to pay him. That's why I was asking, do we trade him at the trade deadline or not? But for another 4 years. Malik Smith for another 4 years at $11 million. Ken Giles, 3 years. Josh Bell, 4 years. Chris Archer, 2 years. Vladdy, 4 years. Tyler O'Neill, 4 years. Bo Bichette, 4 years. Omar Narvaez, 4 years. Ryan Baruki, 4 years. All right, you can see the 4-year plan right now, ladies and gent. If I sort by this, will it show me all the 4? Yeah, it shows me all these guys. So we got Stroman, Guerrero, Josh Bell, Malik Smith, Ryan Baruki, Tyler O'Neill, Bo Bichette, and Omar Narvaez. What is that? 8 players all signed for the next 4 years. It's a 4-year run, ladies and gents. Now our budget. How much more money do we have per week? We have only $1.67 million per week. So not too many opportunities here. I want to make sure that all these guys sign, though. So a guy like Dakota Hudson, now I'm going to give these guys their contracts, but they're going to be renewable contracts. All right, depth, $1 million per season. In fact, these guys, I don't even care about the morale. I want to save some money. So 1 year, $800K. All right, for you, Dakota. Thomas Pannone, same thing. All right, 1 year, as cheap as we can possibly get these guys. If there's any kind of free agent, I would love to target. I'm going to need that money. But we also need these guys for depth. So Andrew Sadler, I think I already gave you an offer. Yeah, Trent Thornton, I got to give you an offer. 1 year, depth. How far down can we go? Oh, yeah, saving that money. Saving that money. It looks like 400K is as low as we can go. Jonathan Davis, left fielder. I want to bring this guy back as a defensive pinch runner for us. How much does this guy want? Free agent eligible. So he's already gone past arbitration, but for 1 year, he only wants like 800K, so I can handle that. I'll actually give you $1 million because this guy is free agent eligible, and if I make him that much better, perhaps he can help us out in the season. Sean Reed Foley with that A potential as a pitcher. I got to trade this guy or I gotta use him. So 1 year as depth, 1.5 million, sure. Danny Jansen. We want to get this guy back. Renewable, just 1 year. We don't know what this guy's going to bring us just yet. All right, 1 year at 1.2. Platoon. There you go. Nate Pearson. Did I already give him an offer? Yeah, I already got an offer there. Dalton Pompey, Anthony Alford, Leonardo Rivas. Yeah, I got to get all of these guys signed. I could do some power of video. You know what? Let me do some power of video editing right here, boys. I'm just going to go through the rest of the list and give these guys some easy contracts for the team. Okay, so I made sure that everyone now has a offer. You know what? This Julio Lozano could get a little bit of a better offer. He was our first rounder, so I'll give you a 1 year, 150K. Yeah, I don't want him angry. All right, so everyone has been offered a contract. Again, I don't want to target any free agents until I know everyone's signed. David Robertson has signed with the Boston Red Sox. Great, so the AL East gets even stronger. Great, the Bo Sox, the team that we were trying to catch for the wild card at the end of the year. They got another closer for themselves. Great. Tender contracts. All right, so what do we still have? Still waiting on Dakota Hudson. Still waiting on a bunch of these guys, but there's nothing that they can do. They can't go to another team. So we've got all them signed. And the arbitration, we're still waiting on Sam Tuivela and Joe Jimenez. Now, I'm going to have to offer these guys arbitration by a certain point, but let's see if they get signed on the team. Now, if I wanted to target a free agent, like Dylan Betances is still out there as a relief. How much money I got? Cash flow? Yeah, I got to get these other guys signed. We're right there at the brink. We're right there. There's no way I would have been able to sign Bo Bichette and Vladdy to long-term deals and still hold on to Malik Smith and Josh Bell and Marcus Stroman and Ken Giles, right? So we really don't have that much money. DJ LeMahieu is going to the Bo Sox. Great. So the Bo Sox have taken the money that they lost from losing, who was it out there in the right field? Oh, shit. It was 97 over. Mookie Betts, right? They took that money and they gave it to Robertson and DJ LeMahieu. Fantastic. 40-man roster. All right, so arbitration, Tuivela and the other guy both accepted. And looks like it's just Jonathan Davis, Jansen, and Leonardo Rivas that we're waiting on. And that's going to be like $2 million. So we're right there. We have enough right now. So if I go back to our roster, all right, and if I sort by contracts, there you go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 players signed for the next 4 years. Yeah, the team is coming together, ladies and gentlemen. So when I look at this squad, what do I need? All right, so now's the time to maybe target that starting pitcher. So, starting pitching, we have Ryan Baruchi, Stroman, Chris Archer, Dakota Hudson, Lozano. They could use one more year in AAA, so I think I want to go out and target a starting pitcher with some money. Relief pitching, we have plenty of relief pitchers. We have these four. We have Giles, and then we have a starting pitcher who could be the long relief. So we're fine for relief. How many guys do I want in the bullpen this year? I think just 5 in the bullpen this year. We can have a deeper bench. Actually, maybe I don't know. I don't know what I want to do just yet. I need a starting pitcher. Maybe I need a relief pitcher. Catcher, we're good. We got Maley. We got Jansen. Jansen's going to get the chance to play in the majors this year. Maley's going to be up there, and Omar Narvaez is going to be the DH. Josh Bell is going to be our first baseman. We have Ray Fisher that we drafted that could be a backup first baseman. Not great fielding, but his hitting is already great. But Josh Bell is going to be playing every game, essentially. Second baseman, Kevin Biggio. We need a second baseman of some sort. So we're going to need a second baseman. Vladimir Guerrero as our third baseman, we're good. Shortstop, we're good. The outfield, we have plenty of options in the outfield, plenty of backup. Yeah, we're good for the outfield. So what I'm looking at, we need a second baseman, we need a starting pitcher, and then we need a relief pitcher, okay? So is there anyone else that we're waiting to get signed that would fill those roles? A left fielder, a catcher, and a second baseman. Rivas, no. So let's go to free agency. All right, first off, I'll take a look at the second baseman available. Brian Dozier, Jonathan VR, Cesar Hernandez, Tetsudo Yamada is there. I don't even know really what kind of second baseman I want. I guess I want a guy with good discipline who could just help out with the offense. All right, so Brian Dozier, or Dozier, whatever his name is, 33 years of age. Last year, he hit 277 with an on-base of 351. Not too shabby. Discipline is up there. I like that. Jonathan VR, we got some speed right here. Discipline is still up there. Fielding's not the greatest, but he's also a utility player who's a switch hitter. On-base percentage, yeah, I'd rather go with VR, to be honest. Cesar Hernandez. Ooh, discipline for Cesar Hernandez is great. Speed is good. His fielding ain't the greatest, but that hitting will will be such a difference for a team that already has so much power. Ooh, I like Cesar Hernandez actually better than Jonathan VR. Tetsudo Yamada. No, we didn't like his stats. Joe Panic. Great. Not a lot of speed, but great vision. No, I still like Hernandez. Perez. Kinsler, Forsythe, Velasco. No, I like this guy, Cesar Hernandez. Now, how much do you want, Cesar? 7.3 per year. Jonathan VR wants 7.3 per year. And Dozier, yeah, I'm going to go after this guy, Cesar Hernandez. All right, so this will take us down from 1.19 cash flow to 926K. So we're really right there on the brink. Hernandez, I'm just going to give you a 1-year deal, my man. 4 years with Hernandez as a second baseman. I don't know how he'll play just yet, so let me give him a 1-year deal, and we'll see if we want to bring him back next season. So I want to make sure I get this guy signed. Let's go all the way to the top. We'll go $8.5 million. There you go. So 1 year, $8.5 million. That'll take us down to 882K. All right. Every day. Yeah, that works out for me. Cesar Hernandez. Relief pitchers. All right, so there's not really any great relief pitchers. I can go after Libitard, bring them back, but I did need that starting pitcher, right? Just one of them. So Dallas Keuchel and Ryu are still there. I could bring them back. Aaron Sanchez is there. He's got some good numbers, but I'd imagine he'd want a lot. 7.8 million, no. Garrett Richards, he's got some decent stats. How much does he want? 6.4. Nah, not really. Tanner Rourke. What did he do last year? Pretty good season. I like how even his stats are right there. How much does he want per year? 4.1. All right, we're starting to get to something that we can afford. Colin McHugh. All right. What about, Keuchel was getting better over the course of the season. It's just that all those other stats. But he's probably nice and cheap, right? 4.9. Actually, Tanner Rourke was cheaper. Is he 1 year older? Yeah, he's 1 year older. And Ryu, 4.47. Ryu, let's see, 4.9. All right, so I'm going to go after this Tanner Rourke guy. I like his stats, and in both years he's simulated pretty well with ERAs at 3.12 and an ERA at 3.87 now. His numbers didn't come down too much. It's not like he's getting old and his numbers are making him worse. So a guy like Tanner Rourke, I think, would be very useful for us. You're going to be in the rotation. Yeah, I'm going to have to give you some money to get him on the team. So $5 million. All right. So, and we did say we wanted a relief pitcher potentially, but I'm not going to make that decision just yet. We want to make sure that we get these two guys signed. So let's go one day at a time. Boom. Did they sign? Where does it say? Free agent. So Hernandez and Tanner Rourke are still there. No, let's advance. A day. I wish it would just show me from the other screen. Hernandez and Rourke are still there. Another day. Free agency. Hernandez and Rourke are still there. Come on, come to Toronto. You know you want to. We're going to win for sure. Hernandez and Rourke still there. They are not making their minds up. The Rays are interested in offering you a trade. I will review that trade. Deshaun Knowles for Austin Franklin. I don't need a center fielder. No, we're not going to do anything like that right now. All right, so advance a day. Free agency. All right, so I think I got Hernandez signed. Let's go to roster. Second baseman. Yeah, Hernandez is signed, so that is taking care of our second base situation. And we just need to get this Rourke guy signed. Free agency. Come on, Tanner Rourke. Just sign, my man. Is there anyone that arbitration? No, I've got everyone signed. Sean Reed Foley, I do have to get on my 40-man roster just so he doesn't get picked up by another team. So I'll add to a 40-man roster. There you go. All right, so now it's just Anthony Alford and Justin Schaefer. If another team wants to pick up those guys, fine. Be my guest. Rourke is still there. Come on, Rourke. What the hell, man? Just accept it. 40-man rosters must be set by tomorrow. Yeah, I know that. Free agency. Tanner Rourke, he still hasn't accepted the deal, man. Jesus. All right, what about now? Still hasn't accepted the deal. What's he waiting on? Today is the last day to offer salary arbitration. Would you like to stop? Yeah, I'll stop. Free agency. He's still waiting. What the hell, man? All right, let me just advance a freaking week here. Free agency. What the hell, Tanner Rourke? What are you waiting for? Does he not want to play in Toronto? 1 year, $5 million. That's all you're getting from anyone else. There are better players. We've been like 2 weeks now. I go another week. Yeah, all players already have that taken care of. Free agency. All right, there you go. Did he sign with us? Tanner Rourke. There he is. All right, so Tanner Rourke is on the team, which helps out our pitching rotation. So Baruki, Stroman, Tanner Rourke, Archer. We have 4 guys that we know we can trust. And then the 5th position, I want to test out Dakota Hudson or Lozano. And the other guy I'll be throwing in the long relief role. All right, so with the long relief role, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 with Ken Giles. All right, so 5 starting pitchers, 6 relief pitchers, and then the rest of the team. All right, so that is everything. That is everyone's sign. We did it, ladies and gents. The micromanaging is complete. So how do I do this quickly? Calendar, next phase, sim to free agency 4. There you go, sim day. Sim to winter meetings. I have nothing I have to worry about. Carlos Carrasco has been acquired by the Giants in exchange for Buster Posey and Sean Anderson. All right, very good. I like hearing about these trades. Sim to Rule 5 draft. All right, so next up we have the Rule 5 draft. I don't know if I'm going to be selecting anyone. Is any other team selecting him? Look at this. This is a bare bones Rule 5 draft. All players. All right, so if I sort by... I think it is sorting by... Is it sorting by overall right here? Everyone's below 60 overall. Hang on, all players. Starting pitchers. Does it sort by overall? Yeah, it does. So starting pitchers, Erasmo Ramirez. We could pick up some starting pitchers right here, but 77 overall. We might as well just be starting our relief guys. Edgar Santana is a 20. Ooh, my God. ERA. He hasn't played yet? What the hell are you guys doing? I'll bring this guy on my team. It's a relief pitcher. I mean, he's 79 overall. He's better than Thomas Pannone. I'm picking this guy up for sure. Edgar Santana, relief pitcher. He hasn't even played just yet in this. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they didn't let him play at all. Man, oh man. Hang on a second. Let's see what else we got. Everyone else is in the 60s. Yeah, I'm taking this guy. Edgar Santana. What a beast. All right, drafting him. All right, Edgar, welcome to the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, so we'll get this. No. No, don't auto draft. Skip selection. There you go. There you go. And now we auto draft. All right, so that was that. How much? I didn't even look at the contract. I should have looked at that. Edgar Santana, he's only on another 2 years at $500,000. Oh, yeah. And he goes in there as a relief spot. He's our 4th best. So Thomas Pannone, he can even take a back seat now if he's not ready. Man, his stats aren't looking the greatest. His K's over 9s. So that really does stack up our pitching. So our pitching is looking good. We don't have that stud, that absolute stud just yet, but they're in the system and they're on their way. We have the depth, though. We have a really good closer, but our bats this year are filth. Narvaez, Josh Bell, Vladdy, Bo Bichette's getting better, Tyler O'Neill, Malik Smith, and Yubiashi. All right, lots of power in this lineup. So let me go back to home. Let's get back to the, hang on a second. Sim to arbitration hearings. We have no salary arbitration with any of our players. There's still Yoenis Cespedes, Justin Turner, and Ryu available in free agency, but I don't need those guys. Let's see, Yoenis Cespedes, he's got some power. How much would it cost to bring him? I could afford him for 1 year. What, 7.6? I could afford him if I wanted to. What do you guys think? I'll get to the regular season before I can take a look at our team. But if we have a spot in the outfield, why not bring him in? So Sim 2 spring training. We will get the offseason officially done. Yes, get it over with. What the hell? Sim 2 spring training. Yes, I want to sim one day. There you go. All right, so we are officially in spring training. Free agency. Yoenis Cespedes is still in free agency along with Justin Turner. Two guys who have pretty good bats. All right, so if we wanted to get some more power in the lineup, some better at batting average, just somebody on the bench to help us out for the playoff run, that could be an option for us right there. But if I go to standings and I take a look at the Blue Jays, we're first for speed, 7th for contact, which is good, 17th for power, 12th for pitching, and 16th for defense. So we're still getting better, but the team is ready for year number 3. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's going to be a good season. We're going to see these young players grow, but it's the 4-year run for the Toronto Blue Jays. We got 4 years to get a championship, all right? So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.